What are your strengths?
What are my strengths? Oh, good question. I would say my strengths are the fact I am a strong person, I get on well with most people, and I always do a good job. Please do not use that answer when responding to the really difficult interview question, what are your strengths? And don't use this answer either. My strengths include the fact that I am a confident person, I never take no for an answer, and I always try to find the good in people. So there's two really poor answers to the difficult interview question, what are your strengths? But how do you answer it without failing your interview? Well, if you have a job interview coming up soon for any role or company, make sure you stay tuned because I promise to give you the perfect scripted answer. And just very quickly, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I can then keep you updated with all the latest interview tips, strategies, and top scoring answers. And please give the video a like because that tells me you find these tutorials useful. Thank you very much. Let's jump straight into the presentation. So to help you pass your job interview, I will cover the following three things during this tutorial. Number one, I will explain why the interviewer is asking you the question, what are your strengths? Because if you know why the question is being asked, you can give the perfect answer. Number two, I will then tell you the number one trick for answering this question in a way that will make you stand out from the other candidates. And then finally, number three, I will give you three brilliant scripted answers in a live interview to the question, what are your strengths? And all you have to do is choose which one answer option you think is the strongest. To begin with, why is the interviewer asking you the question, what are your strengths? Well, they are asking you this question because the position requires certain strengths and skills to do the job to the standard the employer expects. If you don't have the strengths to match the job you are applying for, you won't get hired. So let me now tell you the number one trick for answering the interview question, what are your strengths? Now the trick is to make sure you download a copy of the job description and read the skills that are needed to carry out the role to a competent standard. Now, when you answer the interview question, what are your strengths? Try to match your strengths with those listed in the job description. Now, in a second, I will give you another really important tip for answering this question correctly. But first of all, let me tell you 5 of the most sought after strengths looked for by the majority of hiring managers. Strength number 1 is collaborating skills. Now, collaborating is another word for team working, but when you collaborate with people, you work closely with them to achieve a common objective. Strength number 2 is communication and listening skills. This is a really important strength. So how you communicate with customers, clients, and your co-workers will be vital to your success in any job role. So when you communicate with people, you should always speak with clarity, confirm the other person understands what you are trying to tell them, and you should always listen to people carefully to assess their needs. Strength number 3 is discipline. Now, if you are disciplined in your work, you can be left alone to organize your day, prioritize tasks, and complete everything to the expected standard and on time. Strength number 4 is trustworthiness. This is another really good one. Now, employers want to hire people they can trust. Trust them to do a great job. Trust them to take care of their customers. Trust them to take ownership of difficult challenges, and also trust them to be a positive role model for their company or organization. Strength number 5 is enthusiasm and drive. Now, we all know co-workers who are enthusiastic, passionate about their work, and they tend to get on well with everybody because of their positivity. Now, enthusiasm is also a great strength to give if this is your first job interview and you have no previous work experience. Now, if you are an enthusiastic and driven person, you will most probably get more work done than the average person. Now, in a second, I will give you some more strengths in a live interview when answering the question, what are your strengths? But first of all, let me tell you that additional tip that will help you give a top scoring answer. So the tip is to make sure you give the interviewer at least 3 strengths that match the job description, and then give them an example in your answer of where one of your strengths resulted in a positive outcome for a company. So let me now give you 3 brilliant example answers in a live interview to the interview question, what are your strengths? Please tell me in the comments section below the video which answer option 1, 2 or 3 you think is the strongest. Here we go.
What are your strengths?
My strengths include the fact that I am commercially focused, I always take ownership of difficult challenges and problems, and I am a frugal worker, which means I will always try to help your company save money where possible. So for example, in my last role, I was concerned about how much we were paying a supplier for office supplies. So I carried out some research online and I found a new supplier that had reduced prices and lower minimum order quantities. I then put forward my idea to my manager and she agreed it was a good idea to change suppliers. Now this idea resulted in a saving for the company of $2,000 per year, which was a great result.
Tell me, what are your strengths?
My strengths include the fact that I am a very enthusiastic and driven person. So I tend to get more work done than the average person because I'm very passionate about what I do. Another strength of mine is my ability to embrace change with a positive mindset. I understand that for a business such as yours to be a market leader, you must adapt to your customers' needs and periodically change how you operate, and I will always support you in that change. Finally, perhaps my greatest strength is the fact I always take ownership of problems and challenges. So for example, in my last role, the company website went down during a busy online sale. And I took it upon myself to research the problem. I then found an online contractor who could fix the website issue for us within the hour.
Next question. What are your strengths?
My strengths include my ability to collaborate closely with everyone in a team, regardless of who they are. So I can quickly fit into a team and build positive long-term working relationships. Another strength of mine is my creativity. I love helping my employer grow, improve, and increase sales. So for example, in my last role, I suggested that we should start asking customers for feedback after every purchase. And after my idea was implemented, we identified ways to help improve customer service standards, which then resulted in an increase in sales. Finally, another strength of mine is the fact I am a very fast learner. So I will come into this role, I will learn everything in super fast time, and that means you won't need to spend your valuable time closely supervising or monitoring me. So there's 3 brilliant example answers to the interview question, what are your strengths? Don't forget to tell me in the comments section below which answer option you think is the strongest. Now, the next thing to do, if you want to download the answers and accelerate your learning even further, is click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video, head through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download instantly my 50 brilliant responses to challenging interview questions. It's a fantastic resource. You can literally have it in your inbox within 2 minutes from now, and it's guaranteed to put you ahead of the competition at your forthcoming interview. Check that out right now. Finally, just before I go, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Literally thousands of you, and I mean thousands of you, are passing your job interviews as a result of these training videos. I can only help you if you are subscribed. I don't want you to miss out. Please make sure you give the video a like, because that tells me you find these tutorials useful, and it also motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much. And also, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video, and it's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your interview. Have a brilliant day.